Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4 of the OCD weekly or fortnightly vlog. We still don't have a name for this yet. If you have any ideas, please let us know in the comments below. First up, Hyundai i30N. It's a 2018 model pre-facelift. It came in XPEL Prime XR Plus window tint and some XPEL PPF on the front bumper. You can see he's done a few cool little custom touches. Bronze badges, bronze grille. He's got some SSR wheels here that have been powder coated bronze as well. Looking pretty tough. He's got that huge light there to blind people. I'm not sure what that's for. I don't think he's going off-roading in this, but you know, who knows? People like lots of funny things these days. Now, funnily enough, guys, there's no Teslas in this week. Last episode you would have seen we had nothing but Teslas in, I think. Now we've got a whole mixture of things with no Teslas. I think the that batch of Teslas that came, they've all come and gone. So it'll probably be a few months until we get a whole bunch more in, which is good to get some more variety. Hilux, this is the Rogue edition, owned by a good friend of ours from the cleaning warehouse. In for full PPF, so this one's just been dropped off. We're about to wash it, prep it. Now with these, there's no patterns for this car except for the front bumper and the guards, I believe, which is a bit weird, but I think the Hilux and the Ranger are basically the two best-selling cars in Australia. So XPEL, if you're out there listening, can we please get a pattern designed for this full car, because there isn't one. We're going to have to bulk install it. It's not an issue, but patterns are nicer. You know, we can get patterns made, but that's a different story, so let's move on anyway. Moving on, we have this BMW iX3. This is basically an X3 with an electric motor. Now, you may have seen this on Instagram or Facebook. I posted a video of this. The owner of this car actually took it to a automatic car wash, and as a result, did about 5 years worth of damage to the paint in one go, and the car's only a few weeks old. Have a look on Instagram and Facebook with that video. You can see the befores. Now, we did a 2-stage paint correction, required a lot of work. We've got the paint back to like 95% perfect. And now we're installing some G-Technic Crystal Serum Ultra on the paintwork, and we'll be installing XPEL PPF on the front end. We usually like to polish the car, PPF it, and then coat it all in one go, but just due to scheduling and the way things are worked out, this one we're actually coating first, we'll let it cure, and then we'll do the PPF because we're working on the car at the moment. So if we come through the shop, or you can see this car's actually looking really good. And funnily enough, this is carbon Schwartz metallic, which is the same color as my E46 M3. So hopefully this will serve as inspiration for me to actually polish my car up as well, which I've been saying for the past 5 years. Moving along, we've got this, what is it, a Jaguar F-Pace SVR. We've got Ismail and Mustafa just doing the PPF on this bonnet here. It was a 3-person job to get the film on. One person can put the film on a bonnet. I've done it many times, but it's just less risky when you have 2 or 3 people doing it. We've done the stretch, and we're just doing all the final squeegeeing. White car. They are quite difficult to PPF in some ways. Ismail, do you like PPFing white cars?
Definitely not, because white car is very hard to do PPF, especially you got like white particles in the air. You don't know when the PPF is dry, and you can see the dust on the car. So that's the reason most of the people don't like doing the PPF the white car. So I would suggest white car is the hardest car to do PPF.
And Ismail, how long have you been installing PPF for?
I've been installing PPF for more than 8 years, so this is my good experience working with any cars. As of now, I'm working with mostly I work in obsession car detailing, like premium cars, where in other shops I don't get the opportunity to work on such beautiful cars.
And final question, who's better at PPF, me or you?
You.
Thanks, mate. All right, and now last vlog, I did mention the 180SX, and I mentioned we're going to get it going this year. So you can see there's no engine in the car. The engine was removed. But over this Easter long weekend, I took the time to actually clean the engine bay, clean the inside. The passenger side window had been smashed, so we had a spare one. We replaced that, and we've actually made a catalog of all the parts that are to go on the car. So things are happening. We will get this done. Now, guys, there was a question on the last video that was asked. It was about PPF versus ceramic coating. It's not really a PPF versus ceramic coating. That's not really the question, because asking that question is kind of like asking who would win in a fight, an 8-year-old or Bruce Lee. Like, you know, Bruce Lee's going to win. Now, but the point is, like, you can't really compare the two in my opinion. PPF provides protection from physical and chemical damage. You know, chemical damage being bird droppings, insects, tree sap, bat droppings, etc., etc., and physical damage like stone chips and scratches, and it helps keep your car swirl and scratch free, whereas ceramic coating does none of those things. That being said, ceramic coating is not useless. Ceramic coating will keep your car looking, if you look after it, will keep it looking newer for longer, keep it swirl and scratch free because it requires less effort to wash the car, and it will maintain a high gloss finish for longer and make the car easier to clean. Obviously, I always recommend full PPF. A PPF is the best protection for your car, but you know what you don't want to do is overcapitalize in your car. So if you've got a $30,000, $40,000 car that gets driven around the city, I don't think PPF is necessarily the way to go. I think ceramic coating there is a lot better. So in terms of PPF versus ceramic coating, yes, PPF provides better protection and keeps your car looking better for longer, but you also have to look at the financial aspect and whether it's worth it for you. If it's a show car that doesn't get driven, then PPF is probably not worth it. But for, you know, cars that are on the track, do a lot of mountain runs and so on, PPF I think is definitely the way to go. If you have any questions though, give us a call, come in and see us, and we can look at your car and your use case and recommend and give you some recommendations. The most popular really is to do the PPF on the front end, like on this Jag and on the X3, Top Gear reference there, and ceramic coating on the rest of the car, which I think is the best mixture of like you know, protection and cost effectiveness. So that's all for today, guys. I'm thinking next week we might do a small section on some products that we use, but I think that should be long enough for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Cheers.